Welcome back to another episode of the Scale Smart podcast. I'm your host, Jacob, and also the founder of NetScale Growth. Today, I have the pleasure of being joined by the CEO of eddress, George Allam. George, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Jacob. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, George, kick me off. Tell me a little bit more about your journey, what you guys do at eddress as well.
Yes, sure. I've actually been in tech for nearly 16 years now. Worked across multiple countries, and I've been with eddress for nearly 3 years. eddress offers an online ordering and delivery management platform, and we specifically focus on the grocery and the food delivery industry. With we offering an end-to-end solution that starts from the mobile app, websites for order placement, to the driver app for order delivery and everything in between, with all the necessary integrations to make it as simple as possible for people to place orders and for businesses to have an online ordering and delivery service.
You said you've been in the tech space for 16 years now. What have you noticed over that time, and what shifted, and what actually led you to becoming the CEO and founder of eddress?
Definitely, the industry is changing quite a bit from where it was in 2006, 2007 to where it is today in 2025. Definitely, consumer expectation is changing a lot, and this is driving a lot of the technology that we are seeing. COVID was a big shift in terms of customer expectations. Everyone had to adapt, so technology had to adapt. So new tech, faster tech, new experiences had to be implemented. And today, especially with the rise of AI, we see that tech is becoming easier to create and deploy than it was before. So we are able to innovate and iterate much faster than before. And one of the big examples that I've been discussing with many founders recently is the idea of having a product MVP, which today is not the same as what it was in 2023. In 2023, you would invest, few months, a bit of money to create an MVP. Today, you can create it with a tool like Cursor or Lovable in a matter of 2-3 days, and then you can actually test it out with real users in the market. So as tech companies, we have to adapt to all those changes. AI is the big thing, how we handle our team, our developers, which tools we use to become more efficient. So that's a big change. I think, a lot to digest in terms of AI and how it's impacting tech, but things will settle down soon, and we will have a better understanding of how AI is going to become the norm in technology.
And scaling any business, George, obviously over the last 3 years or so, you've got a lot of experience when it comes to building challenges that come up along the way. So, what are some of the challenges you've had when scaling up eddress over the past 3 years, and how have you overcome them challenges?
Look, competing in a crowded SaaS market is definitely difficult and it's challenging. And I believe today it's no longer about what features you have. It's more about clarity, speed, and relevance. So, and as small players, you have to accept that you're not there to beat everyone. And what matters most is for you to be able to offer a solution for specific problem for specific users only. So you don't need to serve everyone. And once you accept this idea, then you no longer need to stand out on features. You then stand out by being understanding the pains that your specific customer or specific user is going through. So for us, we are focused entirely on grocery and food delivery. So this focus lets us build a product that speaks directly to our real users and their daily issues. And I think the second most important thing is trying to outserve rather than outsell. So customer support for me is one of the most important and the most underrated growth channels in SaaS. So for small companies, word of mouth is gold, and I think everyone agree on that. And that only happens if we are consistently able to outserve our clients, be present, be honest with them, show up when it matters. And if we do that well, our clients become our sales channels, and they will be, I believe, will be much louder than any ads we might put out in the market. So these things, like even having a an easy to understand pricing strategy, being small players competing with the big ones, you will be more flexible on pricing, and we are easy to buy rather than being affordable. And I think this is an important uh, point when business is trying to make decisions on which vendors to use. And I think lastly, which is what we are focused on a lot at eddress today, is being more plug and play than the big guys. So typically integration complexities kills deals, and especially when we are selling to users who are already overwhelmed with a lot of operational overheads. So one of the best ways we found to differentiate ourselves is being quick and being easy to integrate with, and being able to take our customers live in a matter of days. So we immediately stand out from the 6 months to a year enterprise offering that exists in the market. So I think those, in summary, those are the key things I focus on in growing eDress. Being targeting a niche customer, targeting specific pain points, being there for our customers, offering the best customer service possible, offering the right price for, and making it easy for someone to say yes to use our platform in the form of all the integrations and complexities that we handle on our side.
And you mentioned a few things there about how you guys are becoming different, making it a lot easier for the setup process, being a lot quicker than other vendors on the market. So let's dive into a little bit about the SaaS industry and trying to differentiate yourself within quite a crowded space, because SaaS over the past couple of months and years has come up massively. So what are some of the actions and what are some of the steps you're taking, George, at eDress to make sure you stand out and you're constantly adapting what you guys are doing to stay competitive and to stay relevant within the market?
Yeah, look, firstly, I go back to the positioning of the company and the messaging that we are delivering to our customers. Okay, so we by focusing on outcomes rather than tools. How do we speak to our customers in a way, in language they understand, and dealing with pain points that they actually experience. It's one of the key focuses that we have worked through at eDress recently. We are not just an e-commerce provider. We are focused on this industry that we understand well, that we understand all the pains and difficulties our customers have, which allows us to build solutions that address those points. So we no longer compare ourselves to our competitors on feature by feature basis. So we have actually stopped doing that. We felt it was a trap that made us always feel that we are behind competitors and competitors have more features, because and then at that point we realized that it's not features that sell, is a solution that sells. So we reflected all that on all our marketing effort, all our messaging, or our discussions with potential customers, that we no longer tell them what features we have. Instead, we rather tell them how we are solving their challenges. And because we are experts in this industry, we can relate to those pain points very easily with our messaging. And things have been going well recently since we have made this shift in strategy.
And I think AI takes a big role in things as well, obviously automating a lot of things, and I know you touched upon it at the start as well. So are you guys integrating any type of AI into your offering to make sure you stay competitive as well?
Definitely. Actually, it's been used in multiple ways. So, the simplest one for us is in our code development. We have tools in place that ensure, our code is maintainable, which is probably one of the biggest challenges in software development, ensuring that whatever you are producing can be easily maintained, because usually the cost of maintaining software is higher than developing it. So we use a lot of tools to make sure our code is maintainable, that it's standard across all our developers. We also use it a lot for analyzing things. Even today with the UX and the UI, a lot of this is being done through AI tools, and there will be more coming in terms of the automation. So now we are working on an AI agent for customer communication that produces newsletters, produces product updates. Any communication we need to send to our customers is done through AI agents. So this takes a big load out of the team. So it's a task that would have taken 2 3 days now gets done in 2 to 3 minutes, and this frees our time to do other things, and so our capacity increases, our ability to deliver increases, and efficiency becomes the cornerstone of our business.
And I'm going to ask you this question, George, and I've not asked this on the podcast yet, but I just wanted to ask you it. And if you could speak to George, let's say 10 years ago, 6 years into your tech journey, What's one thing you would tell George back then, which you would love to have known now?
Okay, trying, maybe trying less to to build the perfect product, and just build something that your customers really want. So do a lot of customer interviews and understanding customer needs, because in tech we tend to go and try to build the perfect solution, and I've done that in the past, and this takes time and takes effort, and by the time you go and test it out in the market, you'll realize that you've built too much for what your customers really need. So I've done it multiple times, and I think if I have a chance to go back and change that, I will handle that one differently. And today, with the power of AI, we are able to do market research in like few minutes. It's not like what we had used to do before. So you can validate your ideas much faster, and then you can build an MVP very cheaply and test it out in the market. So I wish I had this, a few years back. I would have saved a bit of the money that was invested, and a bit of the time that was wasted on products that really did not make an impact.
And what are some of the goals you've got for eddress over the next, let's say, 12 months or so?
So Idris, today we are transitioning from a word of mouth marketing into really a holistic go to market strategy that's going to bring us clients from different parts of the world. And today our focus is on growth, being available in as many countries as we can, expanding our reach, and also delivering the best customer experience possible. We listen to our customers. There's a lot of pain points have been created recently by even changes in consumer behavior, which we doing our best to try to cater for our customers.
And if people wanted to reach out, George, and find out a little bit more about yourself or eddress, where's the best place for them to do that?
eddress.co is our website. Eddress.co is the easiest way to find us. Also myself on LinkedIn. I'm there active all the time. Other channels, we're on social media as well. We're on Facebook, on Twitter, on X. But website's still the best way to go to.
Amazing. Well, George, thank you so much for coming on today. It's been great hearing about your journey and your story and where you see the future of the industry going.
Thanks a lot, Jacob.
Thank you.
Thank you.